I'm talking about the economy, where the stock market's going to, and I want to try and make you rich. I'm Peter Switzer, I'm all on my own, and I'm mad about money. Let's talk about the economy first up, because today we get economic growth numbers, and we thought the number was going to come in around 3%. Looks like the economists are now upgrading it to about 3.3%. Any number over 3% means unemployment's coming down, so that's a really good thing. And I'm really kind of cheesed off at the moment because people are out there still thinking this economy of ours is not doing all that well. So I've pieced together a bit of data to show you that things are a lot better than you might think. First of all, business investment plans. This comes from the ABS talking to the key people in big businesses and smaller businesses about investment going forward. It's now increased 3 quarters in a row, meaning that business plans for 2016 to 17 are a lot better than what people expected. That's good for the economy going forward. Job ads, this is stuff that's come this week. Job ads are at an 8-year high. Car sales at record highs. Business conditions now, the reading there is above the long-term average. That says that people in business are really happy about being in business at the moment. Consumer confidence, it was 93 when Tony Abbott was in. It's now 103 under Malcolm Turnbull. Business conditions was 1 under Tony Abbott. It's now up to 4 and has been as high as 6. So even though Malcolm politically hasn't been doing all that well, the economy has thrived under his leadership, partly related to other factors, but he has not hurt the economy. And as Bill Clinton said to us all many years ago, it's the economy stupid. Okay, I'm lining up with the bell. I've just finished. Let's talk about the stock market now. Looking at the stock market reporting season, we learned that profits are down 8%. Now, the consensus is for the next 6 months, 6 months that we're in now, when we see the reporting season in 6 months' time, they think profits are going to be up 8%. So if you're down 8 and you go up 8, that's a 16% turnaround for profits. That's a good sign. So added to my view that the economy is great, or better than what most people expect. And by the way, we have grown 100 quarters. As of today, when that number comes through, we would have grown 100 quarters without a recession. The world record is the Netherlands. They put 103 many years ago. We will break that record going forward. Now, in terms of the stock market, I think a pullback is a possibility. If the Fed raises interest rates in September, I think the market will instantly sell off, but then they'll bounce back. I don't think the Fed will raise interest rate in September. I think they'll wait. Why? Well, they want to get more data. The jobs number on Saturday wasn't all that good. It wasn't bad. There was 151,000. They were expecting 180. But August in the USA is the biggest month of revision. For the last 5 Augusts, the retweaking of it was 71,000 on average. So that 151 could add 70 to it. We're talking maybe 220,000. So that revision could be an important factor. I still think the Fed will wait till December. They'll let the data show that America really needs a higher interest rate, but also the election will be out of the way. Donald Trump could be a real negative for the stock market. Imagine if they raise interest rates in September, the market goes down, then Donald Trump wins the election and the market goes down. You've got 2 spook factors working in the stock market. That's why I think the Fed will hold ground until after the election. I'm online. And finally, I want to make you all rich. And here's what I suggest you do. If you're not happy with the way your life's heading in terms of making you rich or richer, maybe you change the inputs to get better outputs. Now, what kind of inputs would I suggest? Well, I know it sounds like gratuitous self-promotion, but I do this every morning so people like you can get richer. So read me every morning. I don't write crap just to fill in space. I try to make your mindset right. And by the way, if I thought the stock market was going to collapse, I'd write that. At the moment, I don't think the stock market's going to collapse. I don't think the economy is going to collapse. I think there's great opportunities for you to make money. So read me every morning. I'm even getting into self-improvement since watching Tony Robbins. I'm right into it big time. So read me every morning, starting point. Forget all the other crap out there. Then I ask you the question, what's your home loan like? If you've got a home loan, go and find out what interest rate you're on, then compare against ours. I checked those up this morning. We're 3.89%. That's our headline rate, and our comparison rate with all the fees thrown in is exactly the same. So we're not throwing fees in. A lot of lenders out there will say, oh, we're 3.5%, but they've got a whole lot of fees added in. So just Do yourself a favour. Purely for money reasons, compare your rate to 3.89%. And even go looking for a better one. I don't care if you find a better one, but that is a really good one. But don't ignore important things that can make you rich. Now, do a budget. It's really hard and it sounds boring, but you'll see where you're spending your money. And I suggest that once you do your budget, then try and GST your life. Put a 10% imposition tax on your life, take that 10%, save it and use it for investing or paying off your loans or whatever. That will help you get rich. Also, get your financial plan together. Either do it by yourself, do some reading. My website has a lot of stuff like that, or go to a financial plan. But have a financial plan in place. I remember learning a lot about tax deductions that were available when you ran your own small business. And I used those and I created the business. I got the tax deductions, but I created a part-time business when I was a teacher, I was a coacher, I was coaching economics. I didn't want to take the cash and be a victim of the tax office, so I did it right. So in the end I was leasing a car and partly claiming my telephone. All these things can be done if you start looking for a plan to grow your wealth. So there's a business plan if you've got a business plan if you're a human being trying to improve your career. Put in place a whole lot of strategies to build up your career, to get promotions, get higher pay, to get rich. What I'm saying to you is this: think about what you're doing now, work out what you want in the future, and make some changes, some real changes. You can see, I'm mad about money. I want you to get mad about money. Yes, I'm Peter Switzer, and I am mad about money.